Last week in RV life, we answered all of your questions about what it's like to RV with our four-legged family members.
And in this week's episode, we're going to have to face our fears and get ready to hit the road. We've been here for 6 weeks, and it's time to get back to reality, get this beast moving.
I'm Tammy, and this is my husband Scott. We are two artists who, when faced with mounting health challenges, decided life's way too short. So we sold our home and most of our stuff to move into a home on wheels. And along with Gracie and Jasper, we've hit the road full-time in search of new landscapes, experiences, and friends. We'd love to have you join us as we navigate our way through this RV lifestyle. And until further notice, our mission is explore, create, and inspire.
So this is the only time that it's really clean, is right before we move and right when we get there. Other than that, it's a mess.
You ready to go? Okay, gotta put your harness on. Yeah.
Jasper has the pre-departure jitters. Not me though. I feel great. When I take a bag out of the garbage can, I always put another one back in. Sometimes Tammy does it, and it's one of my pet peeves because I go to throw something away and there's no bag in there. So this is what traveling stowaway positions look like. Place is ready to go, in case you were wondering.
Traveling harness to whining want to go cat. Bungee all the cupboards. Make sure vent lids are closed, and we also pull all the blinds down to keep the heat out while we're traveling. And we lost one of Scott's space pens, and we're a little nervous because you don't want that under a slide. So we pulled all the furniture out and vacuumed. We looked under the slides, we can't find it. It just disappeared. Are you ready to go, Jasper? You ready to go to a new campsite? Are you ready to go? You ready to go bye-bye?
Well, we're leaving Lubec. We kind of a bittersweet departure. We didn't get out and do all the things we wanted to do this time, but it's a place that we will be back to. Between two different campgrounds, we've had about 5-6 weeks of sitting still and getting back out on the road, and it's both exciting and there's a good feeling there, but then there's also a little bit of sheer terror because as we pulled into Lubec, we had all kinds of engine warnings going off, loss of engine power. So we're 6 miles from our furthest east destination, and we just got a warning that we have reduced engine power, and right now I'm topping out at 30 miles an hour. I have no idea what's going on. And it turned out it was just a loose fuel filter, but still those little episodes leave kind of an indelible impression in your mind, and so it's going to take a few miles to start building back up the confidence.
Goodbye, Sunset Point RV Park. My favorite experience in Maine was crossing over the bridge to go to Canada to Campobello Island. That sounds awful, but that was awesome. Lubec is a cute little town, and Boot Head, that hike was really awesome, and we got to experience boiling our first lobsters behind the RV, eating them fresh.
We aren't really sure what to do with the body.
We had a lot of good experiences, even though we didn't get to do everything, because life happens. We had fun. That's all I got. So we're out of here, Maine.
All right, our number's up. The guy's leaving the poop deck over there. We're on deck, and we're
time to go.
We're heading to the home plate to bat here. Ready to roll?
Yeah, but you sure you don't want to run over to Monica's Chocolates and get me some of the best peppermint patties ever made?
We just pulled off at a toll booth on I-95, and apparently the lady up in front of us paid our toll, which had to be $8 or $10. I don't know, it wasn't cheap. Anyway, we paid it forward to the people behind us, but pretty cool. That's never happened to me before.
Just goes to show you there's a lot of kind people out in this world. Pretty nice. Thank you, whoever you were.
Well, we made it to Gloucester, Mass. The perfect storm. Just making sure we're going to be ready for today. Make sure I got enough room on the card, good batteries, because we're going to see a lot of cool stuff today. We're going out on a schooner out of Gloucester, just like they did in the perfect storm. And well, they weren't on a schooner, that's true. They were on a lobster or a sword boat.
What Scott's trying to say is we're going out to sea in a schooner, which they used way back when to fish off of. And we're going out on the Thomas E. Lannon. But anyway, this has been on Scott's list, so we're gonna go do it. And he's obsessed with the perfect storm, so this is as close as he's gonna get. You can't go, baby. You're gonna stay here, okay? Good girl.
Taking an extra data card, we got extra batteries.
Now all we need is to be on time, so we actually catch our schooner sail. Hint, hint. Let's get this show on the road, babe.
They're going to give us a chance to actually hoist the sails, maybe, and that will make my day.
Are you capable of hoisting a sail? All right, we gotta get going. Gotta get the old man to the sea back here.
Come on, you're burning daylight. Let's go. I'll bet the first thing we're going to learn is don't stand up tall when we're coming about, is get whacked in the head. It was really cool when they turned the engine off and we were under wind power. Everything was silent. Really a cool feeling. That's a big, big, heavy boat, and we were under full sail. No swells, just inside the harbor. We got to see all the historic buildings, the lighthouses, but they didn't let me hoist the sail.
It's not that they didn't let him. We were not sitting in the right spot for hoisting. And there's a pretty big crowd, but we got to sit back with the captain and his dad and chit chat with them, and that was kind of cool. So thank you for the sail.
You know, and it wasn't just that. It probably had a group of about 50 people on there. And I would imagine the cumulative, if you put everybody's years together, we're in the thousands.
I need to ask you guys a serious question. I need your opinion on something. We're getting comments that says Scott looks like Jeff Bridges. What do you think?
What's up, Buttercup?
I'm trying to ask our followers if you really do look like Jeff Bridges.
No, I think I look a tad more like George Clooney.
Alright, now that we've got that settled, we're gonna get out of the RV and go check out the Hammond Castle in Gloucester. sorry, there's a lot of yard work going on around the castle. Hammond was known as the father of radio control. From the remote control cars to the drones flying today, he's the one that started all that. And he wrote in a letter that he was worried in 100 years after he was gone, no one would remember his legacy. So he willed this to be a museum so that we could all enjoy it. And it's really awesome. You gotta come see it if you're in Gloucester.
I think we're lost. The labyrinth.
One of his patents was the original George Foreman drill. He invented that. That was his idea.
All right, we'll take it.
And by the way, he invented an RV in the early 40s. This guy was cool. We would have been good friends. Yeah, I like the Hammonds.
What are you doing sticking that camera in my face again?
You're the star, Jeff Bridges. What do you want to do today?
I don't know, go play Rooster Cogburn and get a cowboy hat.